wait till the top of the hour here. Okay. I'd like to call to order the August 3rd, 2022 online meeting of the State of Washington Local Records Committee. My name is Al Rose. I'm the representative from the State Auditor's Office, and I'm the chair of the committee. Also present online is Matt Kernet, a representative from the AG's office and vice chair, and Heather Harataka, new state archivist. Thank you everybody for being here. An opportunity here now for the staff to introduce themselves.
I'm Russell Wood, State Records Manager.
I'm Molly Rooney, Records Consultant at the Bellingham branch.
Megan Frick, Records Consultant at the Olympia branch.
Jamie Gansel, Records Consultant at the Olympia branch.
Rachel Wilson, Records Consultant at the Olympia branch.
Sean Reichard, Records Consultant with the Olympia branch.
Terry Badger, the Deputy State Archivist.
All right, thank you. Actually, thank you, Mr. Badger, for being here. I kind of want to explain the situation. We had 3 individuals on the committee last meeting. Mr. Badger was one of them. And it comes to, and I would reach out to Mr. Kernet how to handle this. But when it comes to the minutes approving for the June 1st meeting, he's no longer a member of the committee, but he was, we're probably going to need somebody like him for at least a second. Ms. Harataka can't vote, and then it would just be you and I, Mr. Kernet.
That's accurate, Mr. Rose.
Okay.
I would recommend Mr. Badger participate solely in the approval of the minutes, given his participation as acting state archivist during the June meeting.
All right, great. Thank you very much, because that is the next item on the agenda, which is the approval of the June 1st, 2022 minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review those? And are there any questions? I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Is there a second, Mr. Badger?
I second.
Thank you very much. It's been a motion to approve the June 1st, 2022 minutes as presented, and there's been a second. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, call the question. All those in favor of adopting the approval of the approving the June 1st, 2022 minutes as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, the motion passes to approve the June 1st, 2022 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Badger, for being here and doing that. I just noticed that before at the meeting. The next item on the agenda is adoption of today's agenda. Has committee members had a chance to review the agenda? Is there any questions? Hearing no questions, then I entertain a motion to adopt today's agenda as presented.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Harataka. Thank you for that. Then any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of adopting today's agenda as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, the motion to adopt today's agenda passes. The next item on Roman numeral 2 and Washington State Archives updates, announcements from, and this is the new state archivist. Ms. Harataka, thank you very much for being here today. I know you had the meeting with the State Records Committee earlier. This is your first meeting of the local State of Washington Local Records Committee. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the warm welcome, and I'm excited to be here and be part of it. Just a few small announcements. The Archives Advisory Committee met and talked about some grants, and hopefully in the next few weeks we will have some announcements on that front, and I'm sure Russell will expand a little bit on that, but I don't want to steal his thunder, so I'm going to leave it there. We do have some vacancies on that committee, so if anybody is interested and wants to sit on another committee and provide some valuable feedback of course, we would love to hear from you. We are also preparing to do some open houses at our branch locations across the state and combining those with a little bit of a college visit. So anyone who is across the state and maybe wants to come see us at some of our other branches, whether it be Bellingham, Bellevue, Ellensburg, or Spokane, Cheney area, we are happy to have you come and see us when we're there. We are still working on moving into a new building, and Terry Badger stayed on the call long enough so that we can show you the flyover on this call, since I still can't get it to work on my computer and wasn't able to show it on the last call. But we do have a very brief video of a flyover, and as we prepare to move into the new building, we're working on the barcoding project to make sure that all of our collections are barcoded and ready for that move and transition into the new building. So Terry, if you want to share your screen, if you're able to, I'd love for you to just briefly show that video that will take very little time. So this is our project mission, and of course we're trying to really find a building that's going to house our collections. And so where we are within the design is we're just barely off the ground and working with mitigating the fun little pocket gophers. So this is what the new building is going to look like. The north public entry off of Tumwater Boulevard. And the slides will they'll show a still picture and then they'll kind of zoom in like this and give you just kind of a walkthrough, a rough idea of what we're looking at. Lots of windows, really excellent climate control, of course, for our collections as well as the library. And so we're really excited about that. We do have some art, and we've commissioned a public artist to work with that. As you'll see, there's kind of some renderings here of some different things. Of course, proudly displaying our state seal, which we are the keeper of. So we want to have that prominently displayed on our building. And then as you enter to the left there, you'll see the library archives section. And we don't get to go through all the parts, but we get to go kind of through the library reading room. So this is the Washington State Library, which we partner very closely with. And then behind that, kind of where you see that glass, is the research room, but we don't actually get to go in there because we just like to tempt people and tease you a little bit. So we don't actually enter that on this slide, but we do have a really nice research room set up for our researchers, and then great public space for our patrons to come in and do research, review, read books. So really nice space from the architectural standpoint. And then of course, this is our staff entry, where staff will be entering from a separate location just to kind of provide that buffer from the public. So we have a nice little setup in the back side of the building with staff parking separated. And then of course, the little zoom in into the building. There's Terry walking in. We like to think that that's Terry going in. So yeah, really nice open floor plans, lots of light coming in, making sure that we're providing a really nice workspace for our staff who feel like the #1 priority was good lighting, that we get some natural sunlight. So making sure that we're utilizing that inner core for offices where we can, and that all staff are feeling like they have a nice safe space to work in. And then of course a break room, because we all need those, and we're going to have lots of staff in this building. So we have quite a large break room with a little bit of an outdoor terrace to be able to sit outside in the 3 months of the year where we don't get rain. So we do have a nice little covered area out there, so staff can kind of sit down and have a meeting if they want to, enjoy a coffee. So that's just the flyover of our building. Just wanted to share that with you so that you know that we are actually making progress. And even though it seems like it's taking a while, we're really excited about it. So happy to answer any questions, or if you want to put them in the chat, I'm happy to look at that as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. The next item on the agenda then under archives updates and announcements from the state records manager.
Yes, and as Heather mentioned, in the middle of this month, we will be announcing who the 2022-2023 local records grant recipients are. So we are working to get that happening, and we're excited to be making that announcement this month. Also, we have the revision to the public hospitals records retention schedule currently out for agency feedback. So if anybody, if that impacts your agency or you would like to contribute comments or feedback, we are excited to hear from you. And so that is planned for going to the next local records committee. And we are still working on the land use planning and permitting schedule. So we've got lots of good feedback, and we will be putting that out as a second consultation draft shortly. So that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Wood. The next item on the business is Roman numeral 3, new business. A under new business updates to schedules applying to more than one agency, and there's one listed under that, which is the Fire and Emergency Medical Records Retention Schedule version 2.1. Is there a representative here from who helped prepare this that wants to talk about the updates?
I guess that will be me, because this incorporates some edits and plugs some gaps that we noticed when we did 2.0 in December 2020. So this is a mostly around the permitting of fire life safety equipment. So we have added some pieces to that schedule. Now I do have to admit that there is one minor change to the schedule on the front page. And I will bring that up so that we know what we're. Hopefully you're seeing the front page of the schedule. On the last line of the second paragraph, where it talks about the archive strongly recommends the disposition of public records at the end of their minimum retention period for the efficient and effective management. It should say agency resources, not state resources. So I apologize for that typo in there. So I would ask that the committee look to approve this with that minor change to the front page.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. And is there any questions from the committee? Hearing no questions, then I would entertain a motion to approve the Fire and Emergency Medical Records Retention Schedule version 2.1 with that, as presented with that change as indicated on the record here by Mr. Wood. Is there a motion?
I move to approve the schedule with the change as mentioned by Mr. Wood.
Is there a second?
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second to approve the Fire and Emergency Medical Records Retention Schedule version 2.1 with that change by Mr. Wood. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then I call the question. All those in favor of approving the Fire and Emergency Medical Records Retention Schedule version 2.1 as presented with that minor correction as outlined in the record by Mr. Wood, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, the motion to approve passes unanimously. Thank you very much, and thanks for catching that, Mr. Wood.
Yeah.
Next item under the agenda is item 4, which is other business. I'm going to ask if Ms. Wood, if there's any other business.
No, there's no other business that I'm aware of.
Okay. Then the next item is the meeting, August 5th, 2022. And yeah, this could be an issue. I'm sorry, I apologize. I had made arrangements to not, I'm not going to be in for the meeting on the 5th of October, and I apologize. I could try to find someone that could substitute in here, but Mr.
If not, we could not have the meeting in October and just have the meeting in December.
Again, I apologize. When I made these arrangements, I didn't think about that, and I apologize. It's my fault. So then the next item on the agenda is the item 6, which is the adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Well, Mr. Rose, I do think it might be appropriate now for the committee
Okay.
to address the October meeting
Yes.
being canceled.
Yeah.
And so I have no concerns. Mr. Wood, I don't know if you have pending business that might urgently need to be done at the October meeting. If you do not, I'd be inclined to move to cancel the October meeting and move to the December meeting.
No, the business that we would have had for October can easily wait till December.
Okay. Based on that and with the agreement of my co-committee members, I would move to cancel the October 5th, 2022 meeting with the understanding that we will be proceeding with business at the December meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Awesome.
And all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any nays? No nays, so the motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Kerna. Like I said, I just had put this on my schedule and then realized it several weeks ago. I apologize.
Mr. Rose, it's okay. I will never forgive you, but we'll move on. It's
Okay,
fine.
all right. Well, then truly the last item of today's agenda is number 6, which is the adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I've been making a lot of motions, so I'll let our new state archivist make a motion if she would like to adjourn.
Sure, so moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion passes unanimously to adjourn, and we adjourn at 11:16 on August 3rd, 2022, State of Washington Local Records Committee. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.